Jazz was for ordinary people. Jazz is ordinary people. It's the music of the young. Every time young people invent music, everybody hates
it. Even with stuff like the mini bikes, having campgrounds or whatever, and them being able to rent a mini bike, you know, even coming out and, you know, you pick a quarter acre and you put in a little track. With a lot of the places I've been looking at for people that would camp here, a lot of it is, you know, they want to go to the dunes, but they don't want to drive the RV all the way out there. They come here and park and then take the toy hauler out, you know, just sort of a base camp. But if they've got kids and stuff
good eye, mate,
that aren't going with them, and things like mini bikes here so that whoever stays behind has something to do, kind of makes sense. I think it'd be a heck of fun. This is not a recreational area here. This is work. This is building it. This is making it happen. But it's these buildings that help propagate everything else. If I get the right guys out here and we realize that we can build something like those sheds on our own, because we'll be level and flush and square, we can build all of the walls here and then take them to it and stand them up, done. Like it just makes it more of an efficient process. The berm at the north end of the house plot, where they cleared for the house plot and they put all of the shrubs in that wall. If I could do that here, then I would, but there's not enough of it here to do that. I can put stuff on the bulletin board at the gas station. Hey, clearing your land, I'll take all that ripped up shrub. Since there's very little soil out here, I could still take this stuff, this silty, sandy whatnot, and bury that berm, and that plant matter underneath it will help hold it. But it would be nice for it to be very obvious, like, oh, that's that section, you know, have it be its own industrial village kind of in this space. Yeah, there's very little out here. The big thing is that whatever gets built needs to last, right? I'm not building a theme park, you know? So it's like, if you have the designs on something like that, come out, we'll figure out where it's gonna go, and we'll do it. But it needs to be a functional monster, right? You build this thing, okay, great, you built it, right on. What are you doing with that? You know? And even then, it doesn't, you know, I don't need anything themed, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, oh, we built this Mad Max village, and so we're just gonna hang out and be Mad Max people. Like, okay, but who's growing your food? You know, what product does it make? The example I've given a lot, if somebody wanted to come out here and build greenhouses, you know, we want to grow some stuff. We want to put these greenhouses in. Great, bring out your greenhouse stuff, you know. But when someone else is building their thing and they're like, dude, it'd be really awesome if I could just have a little greenhouse. If you've got greenhouse resources, help them build their greenhouse. You know,
it only makes friends.
Right? And food.
And food.
Also very helpful. It's just, yeah, it's about building a community, right? And unfortunately, it's in a very inhospitable place. But even for that, it just means that the teamwork is that much more important. You gotta work together to get it done. I'm all about it. So there's some groundwork that still needs to be figured out and done. I think where I've got it now is a pretty good spot. It's a pretty good spot. Now I just have to, now I have to not change the design. Putting the containers 10, 12 feet away from each other and doing a double triangle. I don't know, I keep feeling that. But I think I'm going to stick with the original plan. Well, half the original plan. I really want to turn the top floor. It's not a lot, but it would save me work on trying to build balconies and all that kind of stuff. And I think it would look way cooler. So I got to get a hold of my guy and be like, hey, okay, this is what I want to do. How do I do it? So I'm effectively building a 40-foot container triangle and then bumping the walls out 10 to 12 feet so far. And of course, because we can only deal with the materials we have and things like that, the sandbag or not could be variable. With time and money being an issue, it might be easier to just get a couple more containers, come out 10 feet, drop another box, and then build out from there. On the west side, I need a garage. You can't leave your cars out in the elements out here. And so I was thinking of taking this wall, coming out 10 feet, and then dropping another container here. Yeah, it's kind of hard to envision it when there's nothing here. I got this run all the way down to do something with. And yeah, I'm hoping I do. Maybe I'll put the kids' rooms over there, build them a couple of cabins, and get them out of the house. So because of the nature of this place, the teamwork, the projects, the group effort that's required to run it, to develop it, to make it, being able to house people is a definite goal. And to be able to house them here in the house. The house, while the goal is certainly not to spend all of our time in the house, I want it to be a central hub for activities on the property. I know I can't do it alone, and so I will be hunting for help and assistance and knowledge and all of these things. I understand it's a fairly grandiose idea, but people have done stupider things for stupider reasons. I love it out here. It feels right. It's quiet. It's peaceful. There's stars at night, and it's just about set up for people to come out and live off grid and build their own lives how they want to. And so that's what I'm doing. I'd like to get it done in 2 years, and I've said that every year for the last 4 years. I may have to alter my life to pull it off. Take 3-4 months, 6 months, a year off, and just do this, which I'm willing to do. But like I said, I can't do it alone. But we're gonna get it done. We're still working on getting this page up and building our online infrastructure. If you want to contact me about this, hit me up at drclark@hotmail.com. dr.clark@hotmail.com, and let me know what you think. And we need everybody. If you know how to build a greenhouse, you know how to install solar panels, you know how to do earthen floors, you want to come down and do some sandbag walls, all of those things are things that we need, and things that hopefully we can contribute to together. It's a kid-friendly space. If you have a playground you're trying to get rid of, hey, bring it down with you. If you've got miscellaneous building materials that you're doing nothing with, you've got 8 windows from the remodel sitting on your back porch that have been there for the last 2 years, and no one will come and get them for free, give us a call. We'll send a truck, we'll load stuff up. You can come out with them and help us reinstall them. There's almost nothing we won't accept, and we're willing to work with most people. So reach out to us, send us an email. Let's figure out what we can do together.